Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Good News. We're in the second week of August, and the momentum is only building. Now, we have an exciting announcement for those of you who are attending our LDS in Dallas, Texas in September, so stick around later to hear more about that. Now, if you've been waiting for a sign to push harder, show up bigger, and take your business to the next level, then this is it.
You got to be developing your mindset. Who do I have to become? It starts this week.
Now let's get right into what's making headlines across the Arius organization this week. Now we're kicking things off with some major recognition from our top producers club. Now our top producers spread across 3 elite tiers. There's the Diamond, which is $100,000 a month, Platinum, $50,000, and Gold for $25,000. These individuals didn't just have a great month, they set the pace, they raised the bar, and they showed what's possible when preparation meets action. Whether it was in the field, on Zoom, or just simply supporting their team, these producers didn't slow down, and we're proud to recognize them. If you see your name on this list, level up and keep on building. If you didn't, keep on grinding because there's still plenty of time to climb. Next, let's talk about our progress and persistency, because it's not just about how much production you do, it's about how much of that you can hang on to. The names you're about to see stood out in both of these areas. They're growing their business and protecting the quality that helps define us. So congrats to this month's winners.
Hey guys, my name is Raja. I was the #1 veteran producer in July, and I was asked to speak on what it takes to get there. First and foremost, I'd like to give all my thanks to God, all glory to God, and absolutely my family too. Everything that I do is for them, and everything that I'm able to do is because of God. Now, in addition to everything that you guys would already know, I would encourage you to focus on your mindset, focus on your work being intentional. Now, when I say focus on your mindset, my slogan for the whole month of July and everything from here on has been move with abundance. Whenever you move, you want to move with abundance, but more importantly, you want to have belief in everything that you were set out to do. And you also want to have faith in God that He's going to make sure that it happens for you. And when you do those two things and you back it up with a solid work ethic, there's not a thing in your life that you're not able to do, whether that's in this organization or anything outside of it. When we keep it in the organization, I would encourage you to be a professional, but be a professional with a heart, right? So when you speak with clients, it's not that you're sitting across the screen from them, you're sitting with them, helping them make the best decision for their family. When you start moving that way, then families get encouraged to obviously put their trust in you in getting the program for their family, but more importantly, they'll actually go out and find people for you too. They'll actually go out and encourage their families to come to you because they trust you, because you help them make the best decision for their family. So that would be my take on it. I would say move with abundance, have faith in God, believe in what you're doing, back it up with a solid work ethic and care. You do all those things and you'll be set. Hey guys, this is Raja. I was the #1 essay for July, and really this one's not even about me, it's all about the team. Shout out to Matt, shout out to Alex, shout out to Dime. You're a group of very talented individuals, very hardworking people, very dedicated, and I'm very excited to see what you guys can do. You've done so much in a very short amount of time, and I'm very proud of you guys. This whole thing belongs to you. My name's just on it. And obviously shout out to our MGA Mateus too. I'm very excited to see what we can do in our deal. Let's get it.
Hey everyone, this is Mateus Silva, #1 J for the month of July. First things first, I want to thank God because it would not be possible without him. I want to thank all of Arius organization. I want to thank Spencer, Ellis, and the team. And a couple things that contribute to my success in the month of July would be setting proper expectations with each individual of what it takes to hit their commits, and not just telling them, but leading from the front and leading by example. You cannot tell anyone to do anything if you're not willing to do it yourself. Working those 9 to 9 hours with your team. Let's get it. Record day. Thank you, God.
Good morning. Great job, team. Great job, organization. I appreciate winning the #1 rookie MGA for the month. This is a team award. I think overall, no one stole the show for us, but the most impressive part was that we had many contributors, and I honestly think that's better because that means that we have a lot of guys doing pretty well. So it's a big shout out for that. A lot of people stepped up. A lot of people still stayed consistent, but ultimately that's what it takes. I mean, it's like any good sports team. You just have a widespread attack. So good job there. And then the question was, what does it take to win the monthly P&P? It's just do your job. Our job's super simple as MGAs, motivating, encouraging, putting people in the right spots, leading them to their goals. But to simplify that, our business is simple. If you recruit, sell, and develop at the highest level for longer times than other people, you're going to have success. And that's the other thing you see with all the other successful teams around us is they're doing the same exact thing as us. Just recruit, sell, and developing at the highest level longer than most people will. What we do, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple because you have the blueprint. It's not easy because it's sales, and most people just don't want to work as hard as the other ones. Find out the people that are making the most money and just outwork them. You're going to have the same success. God bless you guys. Let's crush it the rest of the year. See you later.
All right. Well, first off, all glory goes to the GOD for putting that DOG in all of us. Team awards are never accomplished without a team. So shout out to our top three, Mr. Never Get Tired, Sam Todd, our top VIP, Brandon Hammock, and reliable, Mr. Platinum, Pat Charles. Thank you guys for leading from the front and setting the tone. Also, massive shout out to Jocelyn Bazemore, currently the #1 essay in the Arius organization. She pours into her team daily, teaching the value of referrals and sharpening their sales skills. A couple things that contributed to our growth last month. New blood equals new life. If you're in leadership and it feels stuck, remember it's easier to give life to new blood than it is to resuscitate dead blood. If your team feels stagnant, go find new blood that would challenge your veterans. One thing that stood out to me is Sam was texting me almost every other day. He couldn't let his own people outright him. And that fire sparked me because I didn't want Sam to outright me, which pushed me to have a decent personal production month as well. Next is leaders lead from the front. If you're a leader, you cannot stop producing until your team can replace your production, period. Third, environment drives your performance. Okay, most of our organization is in New York, so we're at a bit of a disadvantage compared to teams with physical offices or local networks, but facts don't care about feelings. So let's use this to raise our awareness. Studies show if you're around high performers, it will increase your performance by 30%. And if you're around low performers, it will decrease it by 25%. So shout out to Spencer's team for helping raise our lid just by proximity and their presence. Next, leads are just opportunities. Some teams are blessed with more union or POS, and that's great. But the truth is, a lead is a name, a number, and a reason to call and serve. That's it. I come from a cold calling background where leads were expensive and brutal, so I don't take any lead for granted. I value everything Simon, Matt, and Justin do for us, and I'm grateful to be able to serve those leads and get more referrals. When I look at the leaderboard, I see much bigger teams averaging fewer referrals per agent than we are. And that tells me we're doing it right. You don't become top 6 in the entire company for referral sales with a smaller squad by accident. This speaks to our volume of mindset and preparation. One of my favorite quotes is, I'd rather be prepared with an opportunity than have an opportunity and not be prepared. Tom Brady once told a story about being 4th string in Michigan, barely getting any reps. And he was frustrated until his mentor told him, if you get 2 reps in practice, make sure those 2 reps are the best reps of the entire practice. And that advice changed his mindset forever. And when he got his shot, he was ready. So when you get your shot and your sit, make sure you execute. You don't complain about your reps. Maximize the ones you have. Be obsessed with your craft. Be grateful. And when your number's called, answer with greatness. Lastly, guys, major props to Braden, Cameron, and Evan Pinkerton for setting a new bar in our category. You guys are having phenomenal years. I'm proud of you. Keep leading the way. Let's continue to push each other to unlock our competitive greatness. And may this be our biggest month yet. Let's go.
Awesome job, everyone. You guys crushed it. Let's keep it going. Now, we've got some record-breaking performances that deserve their own spotlight. So huge shout out to Spencer Koze for breaking the all-time monthly record in net ALP for both the Master General Agent and the Regional General Agent last month. This isn't just a personal best. This is a new standard across the organization. Awesome job, Spencer and company. Keep raising that bar. That's a wrap for the second week of August. But listen, the numbers, they're nice. The recognition, it feels great. But none of that compares to the long-term impact that you're building each and every single day. So don't let up, don't get comfortable, and go create something worth being proud of this week. So get ready, it's a new day, and we'll see you next week.